We're not here to chase greatness.
Our ambitions don't fit into headlines
Or highlight reels.
So if you thought we arrived,
2 more for Boston.
now you know.
We're not here for the moment. We're here for the takeover.
Clark didn't just hit the weight. Roomed this offseason apparently neither. Did the Indiana Fever's marketing department because they've come out swinging harder than anyone expected in. The past few days, the Fever dropped their newest media blitz, Now You Know, and subtlety, yeah, they tossed that out the window.
Right?
This isn't just
does that better than Caitlin Clark.
The Indiana Fever are taking no prisoners this season, and they have just launched their new marketing campaign with the tagline, Now You Know.
The WNBA pretends Caitlin Clark isn't the league's biggest draw. They're done letting the league push Blandwater down narratives that ignore who's really packing the seats and driving the headlines. This campaign is as close to a declaration of dominance as you'll find, and it's laced with attitude. The message is loud and clear. Indiana is the epicenter of women's basketball now, and if that bothers you, then good. And if you're part of the Fever revolution, comment Fever. Rollout
Our
is not
road
shy
games sound like
whisper.
home games
In your
because our fans don't ask for permission to dominate.
face bold celebration of what every basketball fan already understands. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever aren't just part of the conversation. They are the conversation. If you've been keeping up with the snide remarks and subtle digs thrown at Clark and her supporters over the last year, then this new approach feels like payback served cold, and fans there wakes up and it's carnage. I saw this.
The lion has to show the jackals who he is. It's too late to be scared.
Lion has to show the jackals who he is. It's too late to be scared. When I first saw the new campaign, my mind immediately flashed to that legendary monologue from Christopher Walken and Pool Hall Junkies. You know the one, the
I saw
Lion
this
King of the
thread
Jungle
on
keeps
Twitter. I was shocked by it. I was pleasantly shocked and surprised. I thought it was so cool and so savage.
While the hyenas yap and the jackals pick at scraps until finally the lion wakes up and it's carnage. Chill is what's happening with Indiana all last year. They were clearly the biggest draw in the league. Nearly half the WNBA's broadcast value came from Fever games. Teams move their matchups into NBA arenas just to host. Caitlin
is the new fans are sucking the life out of the WNBA right now. It's just the truth. You are right. You are right, new fans. There has never been more viewership because of Caitlin Clark. There's never been more attention. They're doing 40 minutes on First Take about Caitlin Clark. They never did that before, as Monica McNutt called out.
But how did the
You're
league
right.
and the media
You know what there was
respond
in the WNBA last year and the years prior? There was other storylines. There was joy. There was talk of competition. There was talk of what was actually happening on the court.
disrespect, passive aggressive shots, and endless downplaying of Clark's took on the chin for a while. They didn't fight back, were fans, and they really just didn't say a word. This pushback from Indiana, isn't measured or cautious. It's full volume, unapologetic, and calculated. Now, you know, isn't some corny marketing stunt. It's a declaration of war on mediocrity. It's Indiana.
And it's such a stark difference from what we saw from the Indiana Fever and essentially the entire WNBA last season. I feel like the Indiana Fever last season were a team that just went to work, didn't say much, just let their on-court play speak for itself. Like, they were at the center of all of the drama within the WNBA. Like, everybody was coming after the Indiana Fever and coming after their fans, and they really just didn't say a word.
The newest campaign video is pure fire. It drips with swagger. Last season's tame PR strategy has been replaced with raw energy, owning every ounce of hype. Without flinching, this isn't just about defending Caitlyn from media slander.
Some say we arrived
anymore.
because the
This is
world knows our
Indiana
name.
grad.
Now you know that was never the destination. From the court to the culture, we own the moment. We're not here to chase greatness. We're here to claim it.
Grabbing the spotlight with both hands and refusing to let go. They're saying we're not waiting for validation. We are the standard. And if you thought they were going to be polite about it, think again. Road games sound like home games. Clip and tall and keep standing, and your road games sound like home. Games that's not just clever. Copywriting that's a jab right at every other team.
Road games sound like home games, and our fan base doesn't ask for permission to show up and dominate.
Crowd fever games pull in. It's a reminder that wherever Caitlyn Clark plays, the building belongs to Indiana. And when they say be unapologetic, it's a direct middle finger to the gatekeepers who've tried to shame fans for being too new, too loud, or not enough. They're telling those fans to stand tall. The beauty of it all, every word is just decided to lean into it.
And they just decided to lean into it. They're like, oh yeah, our fans are loud. So what? Now what? Now you know.
No. You're right, because the backlash was stupid. It was stupid. A bunch of crybaby bullies is how I refer to them. A bunch of crybaby bullies who are either crying or trying to bully you around their crying. Crybaby bullied their way around the Fever all last year, when the Indiana Fever, specifically Caitlyn Clark, is the best thing that's ever happened to women's basketball, the WNBA, and really women's sports in general. And